Well, hello. I am doing a birthday and an anniversary vlog all at the same time. So, I don't know what to say today. I'm certainly right at the cusp of 3 months to go. That's. I'll say it. That is frightening. Frightening. And either way you work at it, yeah. That might be some kind of Freudian slip there. But any way you look at it and work at it, it's a huge task. I I think what fired me and powered me along on my journey last time, well, let's say the walk, is there was so much to do, A, and so much that you might be able to do, a B, and so much stuff that you can't even imagine what is possible. So all of that's at play. And some of it seems the same. Um, you don't know 100%. Um, I was going to say where to start. Well, of course, where to start is Pleasant Street, Pleasant Avenue, Stellarton, Nova Scotia. I know I'm starting there. But I've already started. and that and I've been we're since January 1st. I think I made it official. I'm going to do this. But even before that, I started. Um, yeah, like it really. I don't know where the starting point really was, but that's not even what I'm getting at. I mean, the starting point, I guess, was 46 years ago. Someone by the name of Mum gave birth to a boy, and probably at that point, as far as I know, an unnamed boy. I may have not have even had a name by this point, um, 46 years ago. I existed, which is an amazing thought too. And from that time to now, I think at an early age, I loved hearing wisdom. And one of my biggest goals from a young age, this was in the days that people were, Wayne Gretzky wasn't even in the NHL. We're looking at, oh, I think Bobby Orr, Bobby Hall, um, Gordie Howe, I think was still on the ice. Um, I'm just thinking of all these hockey players. Guy Lafleur was, of course, very popular when I was a very young boy. Um, and I enjoyed watching the hockey games with my father and my brother and sisters, and we seemed to have a division. I think it was between Boston and Montreal, and it was fun. But even at a young age, my attraction was to the noble person with the big white beard, and I'm not just talking about Santa Claus. No, that legend of that man. Oh, here I'll show you. Way up, as I raise my hand, way up on the mountain. You know that started me on a certain path, a path to try to learn as much as I can, and if I do, the ultimate goal from that boy to when he becomes an old man is to learn as much as he could possibly put in his head and share, in his old age, the wisdom that he's learned. So a person asked me why the other day, why are you doing this? And they do that. And, to me, the best answer is because I can. To them, the answer that they're kind of looking for is I am out to do my best to help this segment of the population. And I did that with my walk and my bike ride. Specifically cancer. This time, not so specific, and I didn't really want to be that specific back then either, because I really want to reach as many people as I possibly can. So this time around, you know, why? Why for myself? I still want to just see and learn so much, and what I learn, I want to kind of filter it out, analyze it, and really look for the purity and the truth of what I learn, and really share and pass that along. Um, I do like with, like, say, the Rick Hansen Foundation, somewhere between in the middle of my life. I wouldn't say the middle of my life. Um, oh, 30 some years ago now. You know, uh, this person was wheeling around the world, and I guess enlightening people to the possibilities, and everybody to the possibilities of what they're able to accomplish. That's and showing that because he had a physical handicap, that did not mean it completely disabled him. I think there was a time when, um, probably not that long ago, where a disability would keep that person either institutionalized or at home, being heavily looked after by their loved ones for a lifetime. And we're looking at that now. A lot of these same situations that people face that would have had them institutionalized or left less mobile, and restricted to their own house. They now have the ability to move and go around, and I think that's wonderful. And and actually show their potential. I don't think for the people of China, and I do think about it. I understand the symbol. Here is a wall to restrict and prevent, and here is a man in a wheelchair on top of that wall. You know, after at that point going halfway around the world. I think that's absolutely amazing. Um, and here I am on my birthday, thinking, both reflecting on myself. You know, um, I think this could have really disabled this leg down there very quickly. Oh, let's go a little further. Hey, here's some weights. Look at that. But you know, what are we capable of? No, I think anything's possible. Myself. So I'm heading into this. I just had somebody say I have a good attitude, the best attitude that through anything. And I get a lot of negative feedback, and I think the best thing to do is just try to turn that negative feedback around. You know, um, put it back to where it came from and reinforce it with the best attitude that you can possibly show them. So I guess that's it. That's the essence. But yeah, that where do I start now? I've already started. Where does it end? Really nice gray beard and me on the mountaintop. People coming to the top giving me offerings. I will give you a banana if you would give me knowledge. Sure. You know, discovering what makes you important will be your most important discovery. And then I peel open that banana and I eat it. When will I ever find myself? And I'll tell that person, the moment you think you find yourself, you'll find yourself in another place. These are my words, things that I've learned. Oh, I'm so depressed. I don't know where I'll go. It seems like I have failings after failings. Failures after failures. What do I do, old man of the mountain? Well, understand this, my son. If you hang your head at your failings, you'll never see success on the horizon. Now I'm old and my hands are brittle. Can you peel that orange for me? I would love that. I mean, that's to me my highest goal. Yeah. But in between this and that, I hope to accomplish much. And it's yeah that that saying that has been passed on from generations after generations. In order to walk 1,000 miles, you have to take that first step. And I thought of that. That was my greatest motivator, along with actions speak louder than words. Another old saying that came before me. I put those two together. I talked about walking across Canada, but until I implemented actions speak louder than words and taking that first step towards 1,000 miles, um, on this day 11 years ago, I took my first step. Well, away from English Bay. Um, I don't remember my first steps. My mother and my father probably do. Um, you know, I hope they see many, many, many more of my steps. And I guess it all started. Well, another one of my sayings. Helping others to take steps starts with a helping hand. And my mom and my dad, in those so early years, a few, I don't know how many months, maybe a year after this day, maybe 45 years ago, they would have took me by the hand, helped me to stand, and helped me take my first steps. So I guess it started with mom and dad. Anyways, thank you. Uh, Thank you for my birthday, mom and dad. And I'm getting teared up. Thank you, everyone, for your birthday greetings. And Artem, you crazy Russian bastard who was there 11 years ago with me and sent me today one of the fun. I split a gut after I ate. I had buffet today, and I almost split my guts right wide open when I seen what he sent me from Russia. A lot of this, the there in the back symbol, and he's bouncing it around. It was hilarious. So thank you, Artem. Thank you, everyone, for your birthday wishes today. That's wonderful, and quite a few of you hit it bang on when you said not just birthday wish, but anniversary wish. So thank you very much for that. And to you all, here's to there and back. And remember, the more you move, and any of you mom and dads out there that help their children take their first steps, glorious. The more you move others, and the more those children are going to move so many more. And I'll leave you with this one last thing. You'll never know as much as a person you don't know anything about. And I think about that every day when I know that there's a child born every single day that's going to know a little bit more. And they're going to carry on. So anyways, all the best. There. Back. Canada. Cheers.